Hello and welcome to the O Snap podcast, hosted by yours truly. For anyone new here, my name is Vincent.
And I'm Reese, and today we are going to talk about why you should book the photo shoot.
Yes, sir.
But first, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I had a piece of hair on my thing.
But first, let's talk about our 4th of July weekend.
So last episode, we had talked about how we were going to be in the July 4th parade. We guys showed you the baby shirt, all that cool stuff. We're going to put in, we took a couple of clips. We're going to put in a little montage right now. Okay, great.
Perfect.
And if you saw that, it was awesome.
We had a lot of help with our family and friends, and it was perfect.
We put on the story that seeing everybody come out, because we got divided up, so we were in the car, and then everybody else who's going to be our walkers, they had to go somewhere else. And when they all walked out, they were all wearing our Snap Duo shirt, and we posted on our story and said it's a surreal moment. And it really was. I thought it was awesome.
It made me very emotional.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of help, and it was beautiful. The only thing that we need to do better for next year, we didn't print out nearly as enough of our business cards with like our coupon on it.
Yeah.
So
that's all right. I mean, we had looked at Staples, and they had either 250 or 500. So we ended up going with the 250. We didn't think that we would need the full 500. We also ordered 300 flags.
We ran out right before the halfway mark of the parade.
Yeah.
So we needed 500, maybe even more.
That's
than
all right.
that.
But we had as you guys saw in the video, we had the QR code on top of the car on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully if people wanted to figure out who we were and what we do, obviously if they already don't know because of the camera, they can just scan the QR code, see the side of the car where it says Snap Duo.
Correct. And then after the 4th of July parade, we celebrated the 4th with Vincent's family.
Yeah.
And my dad.
Yep. Very
fun. And then on Friday, I'm so sorry. Can you look at the way you spelled Friday?
Friday. Sorry, typing fast.
Friday, our dad got a new car.
Oh, snap.
His first brand new vehicle. We are very proud of him.
He didn't get a 2020. He didn't get a 2021. He didn't get a 2022. A 2023.
Or
a
2024.
No, Cerrito. 2025. Won't say the exact one, but a 2025. So congratulations to him. He already knows that we're very proud of him. So
we had some fun at the dealership getting our way.
And we got our way.
And he is very happy, and we are very proud of him.
Yes.
And then on Saturday, we took a nice little trip to
IKEA.
And got... I have to. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what she's going to show you right now, last time we went, we tried to find it. We couldn't find it, but yeah, just come back over here.
I look foolish with these glasses on and the hat.
We got 2 of them. Well, I think you're wearing it a little too high, no? Why is it so high up? Okay. Hey, that would be good for rainy days. You don't have to worry about the rain getting in your eyes.
I have a very large pimple on my forehead, and this is great for that right now.
Yeah.
And
so
on my cheek.
If you don't know anything about us, when we get stressed out, like let's say with work or anything, we'll break out occasionally. So, but that's all right. That's how you know we're working hard and getting things done. So
Correct.
That's all right. After IKEA, we had a maternity shoot at the beach.
And they already have a 1-year-old daughter, and she was a part of the shoot, and it was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Of course, there was a dark cloud over the beach because that just happens whenever Snap Duo decides to shoot at the beach. But it didn't matter.
Nothing we could do about it.
We're actually about to start editing that one,
Yep.
and very excited. And then we went and saw my mom.
Yes, we went and had dinner
with my mother, and our best friends Kayla and Freddie came, and Sebastian, and my dad was there, and It was just amazing. And then on Sunday fun day, we had the honor of capturing one of our fellow business owners. Her name's Bianca from Celestial Weddings and Events.
I think we talked about her in the last
I
episode
think so.
about community and stuff and how important it is. We brought her up. Like she said, we had the opportunity of capturing her and her family.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, when I say perfect, I mean perfect. We already edited a few just to see, and oh my God.
They are coming out perfectly.
Better than I even expected.
Yeah.
And they were a perfect example of what you should wear to your photo shoots. I just have to say that.
They did a really good job. They did a really good job.
Perfect for our editing style, for the location. It was just great. We can't wait to share those. And those will be on our Instagram when we are done editing for sure.
So make sure you follow us.
Please.
All right. So let's get into it. So today's episode is why you should book the session. Huh?
You said let's get into it.
Sorry. I was just trying to find my spot on my page because we have so much information written down. So I was just trying to find it. We're talking about why you should book a photo shoot. Why you should book the photo shoot that maybe you've been putting off to the side. So we actually have a couple of reasons maybe that you would want to book a photo shoot. These are just pretty generic things, and then we're going to go one by one and explain and answer questions on why you should.
Yeah.
All right. So we have personal.
Family portraits, individual portraits.
Professional.
That's the next one.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah.
Those would go under headshots, branding, marketing, maybe real estate.
And then special occasion, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, all of those great things.
All of the above. I think also with personal, we should add things like couples photos, maternity,
family,
engagement. Is that considered special occasion? No, that's like an event, right?
Yeah.
So personal would still go under engagement. So those are all the reasons why you might be thinking of booking that photo shoot or that event. And then let's get into
our number one.
Document growth and changes.
So we've had multiple times where people will reach out to us saying that they want their son or daughter's first birthday pictures done, and we'll take them. And then the next year they ask again, and we take them again. And over that time, so I think right now we have one of them. And how old is she now?
3.
Is she 3? She's turning 4.
Can I double check on that? Because it's going to bug me.
I think she is 3. She might be 3. But compared to the first pictures that we took of her.
The first photos we took of her was her first Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Compared to now, you really can see the difference. And it's really nice being able to see professional headshots done of, say your daughter compared to 3 years later. And then if you keep getting that afterward, you can I can already see it like a huge wall of just
She's
all
4.
the years. She's 4. Yeah. So 4 years. So she can put 4 pictures up of each year.
And she said you'll be doing her Sweet 16, her graduation photos.
Yeah.
And that's so special. But I feel like we can even take that one step back and start from the very beginning. Your first couple photos, and then your wedding photos, and then your maternity photos, your birth photos, your first year, second year, third year. That is like the epitome of growth.
The wedding that we're doing in October, I think those are those ones are going to be really awesome. They're really awesome clients of ours and
We've
friends.
talked about them so many times
friends.
on the podcast.
And we've taken their first couple photos together.
Mm-hmm. They were together, I think, less than a year at that point.
We've taken their Christmas photos.
We started
more
at
couple photos.
Couples, and then I think Christmas, and then couples again.
And then now
Christmas.
we did an engagement for them. And in October, we'll be doing their wedding. And so after that, because one of her partner, he said, "What are we gonna do with Reese and Vincent? Like, we're not gonna be able to book them for anything." And she goes, "Oh, when I get pregnant, yeah."
Yeah.
And then their first birthdays and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's really awesome when you get clients like that.
It's also fun because they're our age too, and so even though we've been dating longer than they have by a few years, every single time we see them for a booked session, they're like, "All right, so who's gonna do it? Who's gonna get proposed to?" And we've just been going back and forth, and it's just like this fun little thing. So like, I know as soon as we get engaged, we are 100% gonna tell them like that day.
Yeah.
Because we were the first people texted when they got engaged.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. So that would I would say that's pretty good for the document growth and changes.
I also want to put it into perspective of just like couple sessions. I guess it could go back to them, or we could even use us as an example. We look nothing like we did when we started dating. We were very young and look completely different. Our personalities are different. Our clothing is different. So even documenting every year that you guys are together and to see the growth that you guys have, the confidence growth, the growth in your relationship, the growth in your style, everything. I feel like growth in that way can be very big too.
We've definitely matured a lot.
You think?
You brought up style. I don't know if I would say that this is a growth in style.
Yes, it is.
Is it a growth in style?
Yeah, because I used to wear like graphic t-shirts when I met you, and
I guess so.
You've kind of let that go.
Now all I do is just wear all black with white shoes. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I've lost a good amount of weight since we started dating, so I feel like my style really hasn't changed that much, but like I'm more confident in what I'm wearing.
Well, you also get to see how comfortable they are at the very first shoot, and maybe they're oh okay, I'll get close to you.
Yeah.
Compared to now, the guy will pick her up or she'll jump on his shoulders or something.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's big too. Is not only growth in like your kids and family photos. Oh, but we didn't really talk about that. We talked about birthdays, but also growth in family photos. If you do your first family photos with your first child and say 2 years later you have your second child, well, then you get to compare and contrast. Oh, this is when there was only one, now there's two. And then it goes on if you have more children, and then watching them grow as well.
And normally how it goes is the mom and dad will be in the middle, right? And if you get them done every year, you'll see the kids getting taller and taller. And in a lot of cases, you'll see the parents getting shorter and shorter. And they surpass them. It happens. So
it happens, and then kids could multiply.
Yeah.
Even if it's like an older family with adult children, you can see grandchildren being born, and it just growth. Love that.
Next one is
this one's a big one for me.
Quality time together.
A photo shoot can be fun and meaningful activity that brings the family closer together. Massive.
I would say 100%. They really are a lot of fun because it's something that
at least with us, they're fun.
Yeah, I think it's something that the majority of them have never done before. So it's a new experience a lot of times for every single one of them, and with the poses and stuff. And we'll have them do like I guess with like mom and dad, we do one pose and it's called smelling face or touching teeth, and they always give us a look like,
excuse me,
I don't want to touch my teeth to her teeth, like that's gonna hurt. And it makes everybody laugh, and it makes for really good photos. So it is really good quality time together.
I think it's the ultimate date night.
Oh yeah, like the one that we just did this Sunday. They went and we did their family photo shoot, and after they went out, and I think they said they were gonna go get pasta.
Yeah, they're gonna go get dinner.
So they
together.
did an activity together.
So that's like a family night.
They got an activity together that was documented in high quality. Yeah. And then they went and got dinner, and they'll have those images for the rest of their life. And then maybe they had a really good experience at dinner, and they're like, oh my God, remember the photos right before them? Here they are. And they can look back and see them.
That's more of like family night, but for also date night, we had one about a month and a half ago, and it was actually their anniversary, like the day before, the day after we did the shoot.
This was the one in Riverside, right?
No, it's Gion and Saloma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was their anniversary, so they got to come out and do their first couple shoot for a date night, celebrate their first year, second year, third year. I'm not sure which anniversary it was. Celebrate their anniversary together. Maybe go and get dinner afterwards, but it's such a fun experience. We play music during our sessions, whether it's a grad session or a couple session, we'll play music that like kind of goes with it. And it's like the ultimate date night. I swear to God it is.
That's one thing that if you definitely want to step up, if you're a photographer or videographer or anything in general, probably more for photographers, but if you are, play music at your sessions. On Sunday, I know I keep breaking up Sunday, but it's our most recent shoot. They were commenting the music, and they said that we made the playlist to fit perfectly with what was going on.
Yeah, they said it was a lot of fun. It was a great idea.
It could definitely enhance the experience.
We actually just started doing that recently during grad session.
Season, yeah.
We got like a little mini speaker that we can attach to our bag.
Super easy.
Yeah, and it just sets the mood. It lightens the mood too, especially if you haven't met your clients.
Awkward silence. It fills that.
Yeah. So definitely big on quality time together. Book the session. If you're trying to figure out what to do with your family, or you want something different for a date night and not just dinner and things like that, or you want to do dinner afterwards, book the session. And then you get to remember that night forever.
Yes.
Next one is special occasions.
Mark important milestones like birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, and other significant events.
Yeah, kind of touching back to the anniversary. They booked the session for their anniversary.
Yeah. You know what I really want? Can I tell you what kind of anniversary that I want? Really old people, like older. I see those sessions online all the time, and I think they are the most beautiful shoots because they're still together. Most likely they've been together for over 50, plus years, and they were nice and smooth when they first got together, and they grew together. Now they're wrinkly, and they still love each other. And in photos, that love really shows.
Yeah, reminds me of my grandparents.
Yeah.
I wish we were able to do that.
Yeah.
Before my grandma passed, because that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like anniversary ones for older people, you get to, it's not only them growing over time, but the lives that they've had together,
and
like
the family they created.
Yeah. Don't even get me started. I think we touch base on that a little bit later, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
But yes, I would love to do one like that. I love seeing those.
Yeah.
Birthdays are huge. Birthday parties, birthday photos. I would like to touch base on a birthday session we just did last month. And I think it was her 40th birthday. And she wanted to do something fun. So she grabbed all of her girlfriends, her sister, her daughter, and they did a Bratz inspired girls like photo shoot. And it was so fun.
It turned out really good. And I think they all had a lot of fun. And they all really liked the photos.
Well, and what she was telling me was, she was like, we were trying to figure out what to do. A party was a little bit too much. We didn't want to do a party. She goes, dinner's just dinner. She goes, and then it hit us. Let's do a photo shoot together. So like, yeah, this works, you know?
We were able to make it convenient for them, and they were able to make it convenient as well. Where they were getting lunch is where we actually had the shoot.
Yeah.
And the place where we did do it had a lot of different locations that fit what her idea was.
Mm-hmm.
And right after that, they just walked over. It was probably like 15 feet where we ended the shoot. And they just walked in and they had their lunch, their birthday lunch.
So yes, special occasions. Skip the expensive birthday party. Do a photo shoot instead. And I feel like that's like, we just said that was a 40-year-old, but even like small kids, like 10-year-olds, like getting your daughter's like 5 closest friends together and doing like a fun themed photo shoot.
Yeah, like getting them all dressed up or something. Or
I would have loved that as a kid.
If they're boys, dress them up as like cowboys or, something cool like that.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. Graduations is another huge one. Don't forget to take the photos of your kid's graduation. Book the senior photos because your kid is only graduating high school once or college.
With something like that, it's not, those kind of shoots aren't ones that you take on your phone. Those kind of shoots aren't something that you go to the store and buy a camera and take a picture. It's not like that. What we do is we know how to pose kids. We know what looks good in the background. We hear it all the time. It was last year at a graduation shoot, but we took the picture and the parent was kind of confused because the angle seemed weird until she got the photo back and she was able to see that the building was actually really beautiful and we included that in the photo. And she said she never even saw that. And so when you hire someone like us, we do our best to do a good job at making the graduation, vision come more alive.
Yeah. And we also we like to run discounts for graduation season too. We did them this year just to make it a little bit more affordable. If your kid's going to college, we know they can get pricey, and graduation parties or anything like that. So we tend to do some type of discount for graduation season.
Yes, we do.
Next one is annual tradition.
Making family photo shoots an annual tradition can create a visual history of the family's journey. So exactly what I was talking about earlier with the wall. I know I'm stuck on the wall, but I know that's something that I personally want to do is when we have our family is what I was trying to say. Sorry. I was looking at the photos right there behind us. I was looking at the photos right behind us. But when we have a family, that's what I really want to do is the first year or even the first month.
Mhm.
you know, and then just to see the progression of our family,
Yeah, it'd be really
I think
cool.
is an amazing thing.
My grandma, she has this wall in the house, and it's it's of her grandkids, and she'll have their baby picture, like their first professional baby photo shoot, and then right underneath it is their graduation photo. And then once you graduate, that photo goes in, but until then it's like every school year photo until graduation. So I think that's really cool too, is if you were to book, say like we had a few children, we have like their first professional photo, and we go down the line of like every year of a professional single shot of them. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
And just see how their face changes, and
Just the faces do change.
they do.
I'll tell you, at least for me, for my graduation, my face looked like way different than it did.
I remember.
Yeah.
I think you had bleach blonde hair too.
Yes.
So annual traditions are really important. I know personally growing up, I loved looking at photo albums of my family.
Yeah.
And kind of flipping through and seeing all the different photo shoots or just like family photos. What we try to do in our sessions is make it feel more of an experience rather than like, all right, pose and put your hand on your hip. And, we like movement. We like walking. We like talking. We like playing with the kids, letting the kids run and, be themselves. And so it creates more of an experience, and also like something that's real in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you can look back in 5 years and be like, that's exactly who my kids were then.
Yeah.
That's that kid loved playing in the dirt, and that one loved pulling the trees down, and
we capture that all.
Yes.
We have had it in the past where the kids will want to climb up a tree and say we were done with the shoot, but that's what that kid likes to do. We'll get our cameras out and we'll start taking pictures of that kid in the tree.
Yeah.
But I really like that kind of photography, and it's photography that we do.
Really quick before I forget. So sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
In the shoot that we were just editing this morning, the kid, he's 2, and he has this special dance move that he's been doing lately. And so the parents put music on for him to show us this dance move so we can capture it, which is another thing that I feel is so special, like climbing a tree or whatever.
Yeah.
At this specific age, because these were family photos / his second birthday photos, they get to see him doing that dance move and the look he gets on his face. And
then when he's 18 and looks back, he goes, "Mom, what was I doing?" She'll go, "That was your favorite dance move. You don't remember?"
Yeah. So sorry, I just had to add that in.
But yeah, no, we really like the more natural kind of poses. So if, like she was saying, the walking or the looking at each other and laughing at each other, smelling face, touching teeth, those poses,
movement.
Yeah, those poses make it to where it doesn't seem posed. Yeah. While they might be posed, they're not.
Yeah.
They don't photograph as posed, and I think it makes for really good family photos, or any kind of photos, wedding photos, anything.
I think another thing with annual tradition, say if, you maybe can't afford or you don't want to budget out the price for a full photo shoot every year, we do Christmas minis. So that's another thing that we do. We started them last year, was the first year that we actually did the minis. You get a discounted rate and you still get those photos every year. And it's even better because it's the same time that those photos are taken every year. So you get to see the exact, like, okay, my kid looked like this one year. A year later to the date, they look like this. So if you don't want to, pay for the full photo shoot, we do only do minis once a year, and that's for Christmas. And they are Christmas themed. But we try to like do some without our Christmas prop too, so that you have just like regular family photos.
And we also run giveaways as well, occasionally. So if say maybe that right now you can't afford a photo shoot, but you really want the photo shoot, just check out our Instagram on our story or on our actual page, and we might be running a giveaway at that time.
Yeah.
So you really never know, but you can always depend on the Christmas minis because they are really discounted off.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big discount. So
like a massive discount.
Mm-hmm.
They're shorter sessions, but we get a lot done in short periods of time.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of times with kids, it's actually easier for both the parents and the photographers
because their time
to have the shorter sessions. Right. Because, yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. Next one. Stress-free experience.
Oh, I have so much to say about this one.
Hiring a professional can reduce the stress of trying to capture perfect photos yourself.
Okay, so I have exactly what I want to say about this one. and we are taking it to last Saturday, the Saturday we just had. We were in the middle of capturing maternity photos for our clients. And out of the corner of our eyes, we see that a couple just got engaged on the beach. They had 4 friends there, not one single professional photographer.
Nope.
Their friends were too far away from where they were. So when he knelt down for the first time, kneeled down for the first time to propose, there was nobody taking photos. So we watched them for about 15 minutes redo and recapture him kneeling down and proposing to her, but it was fake. Then nobody got the actual moment because no one was over there. No one hired a professional that would have known what to do and had a zoom lens that could get all the way over to where they were. So we had to watch them painfully redo it and her go,
which can be okay for certain people, you know, because it's, while that is important, sometimes they're so hyped up in the moment about, oh my God, I just got proposed to, or oh my God, I just proposed to.
No, but the guy should have hired somebody.
He definitely, right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 100% though.
I know in their minds, in that exact moment, it is not important to you whether or not someone's taking it, but trust me, you're going to want those photos. You're not going to want a fake of someone. That's like my number one thing I've always told Vincent. Yeah. I want that on video, and I want that so that we can look back at that. We could show our kids that.
I promise you. If you hire us for a proposal, we've already said it before because I think there was an instance where it was a possibility, but we didn't know. And I was personally ready to put on a wig because if you've been watching, then you know my hair stands out a little bit. I was willing to put on a wig. She was going to like put on a different outfit or something. I have no idea. But we were going to dress all funny so that we wouldn't stand out. If we have to dress like a bush, we'll get a ghillie suit and we'll dress like a bush.
I will do it.
If that means that we get the shot, we will get it. So, but
that's just like my perfect example though, because
yeah, no, 100.
Then you saw their poor friends trying to figure out how to get the best possible photo, but it was technically a fake photo.
Yeah.
And it was just like gutting me to my core because even if we had walked over and been like, "Do you want us to take it?" Well, their moment had already happened.
Yeah.
So like the moment that we wanted for them, they'll never have.
Oh my God, I forgot we did a surprise proposal.
Yeah.
I totally
It was a giveaway.
I totally forgot. See, that was a giveaway.
With Celestial Weddings and Events.
There you go.
That was a giveaway with
that
us.
one was so funny because, sorry, I'm not trying to go off topic,
No,
but
okay.
since we're talking about proposals, that one that we did do, we were sitting in the park and they had already gotten, Bianca had set up their picnic. So they were walking over there, the couple, and where we had told, or not we, but Bianca told him where to propose, you know, within this little area of the
where the picnic
was. I guess he had gotten not cold feet, but he had gotten very nervous. He was stressed and nervous. He ended up doing it like way before the picnic.
No, he walked way past it.
No, it was right before.
No,
oh, you mean
he walked
so like
right past it.
So like how it was, if the picnic's right here, he had walked this way over here because he was supposed to come up like that way, but he went like that way, and we were looking. We go, is he gonna propose right there?
Like, where's he going?
Because they stopped right there, and we saw him bend down.
Mind you, we were on a hill.
We ran in, and afterwards, she said that she thought we were the FBI or some kind of law enforcement,
and we were like, we're not gonna miss the shot.
It was like if TMZ saw a major celebrity and was like, oh my God, I need to get your picture right now. I felt like that's how we were to her.
Yeah.
And we obviously we weren't like right in her face. We were, 10, 15 feet still away from her, but she could see us running, I guess, out of the corner of her eye. But we got the shot. We did. Even though it didn't go as planned, we still got the shot. And if you hire us for your proposal, we'll get the shot for you too.
Amen. So yeah, stress-free experience. That's what we're going to give you.
Let us stress
so you don't have to.
So you don't have to.
We actually were just talking to a bride and she was asking us like, what do you need from us? Like, what can I do day of to help you? And we're like, nothing. Like, we got it. We're good. You don't have to worry about a dang thing. She goes, I love that. Mm-hmm. And we're like, well, yeah, that's our job. Our job is to make your day easier and to make sure everything's captured, but we don't expect anything from you. Maybe some food.
Maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit of food.
And water, number one.
Yeah. Because
we bring water, but we'll most likely run out.
Yeah. But I think overall, we've been in a lot of different environments and situations where we saw somebody trying to take the photos themselves, either like on a phone tripod or then running back and forth. I mean, we've even done that for ourselves, but it just makes it stressed and it makes it look like you're trying really hard to capture something. Just reach out to us.
Yep.
If you can financially afford it and you know that your wife or husband or whatever will love that, hire us. We make things so much stress free. Also, parties. We've been told we want to just hire somebody, us, so we don't have to worry about taking any photos.
Yeah, because it can get kind of stressful because a lot of times they'll end up missing certain photo opportunities because they're talking to family, friends, and we're not talking to family. We're not talking to friends. Unless maybe we're taking a break, then maybe we will. But while we're on the clock, no, we're getting pictures done. So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, last one. Capture special moments. A family photo shoot captures moments in time that you can look back on for years to come.
Yes.
So I think what the big one for this one we were going to talk about is grandparents. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know how long you have your grandparents.
Mm-mm.
And so if you have the opportunity with, your siblings and your cousins and whatever to all pitch in to get that photo shoot done with them, do it. Do it.
Right now, I do not have grandparents. My grandparents passed away. My last grandparent that I had, he passed away, I think it was either right before I turned 18 or when I was 18.
The year I came around, he passed away. So
yeah.
You were 18.
I was 18. So, and I'm 25 in a couple days. But I haven't had grandparents for, 7 years?
Yeah, and he lived far.
And I feel like there were times throughout that 7 years where I was like, I really wish I can go to my grandparents and maybe get some, advice from them. Now I'm like, I really wish I had professional pictures with them because now I don't. Yeah. I have pictures that my mom or my dad took of me with them, but I don't have any like now.
Yeah.
So, and that sucks. And I wish that I did. I could always Photoshop if I wanted to, but I won't get that experience of remembering taking the photos with them, Because
photo shoots are really an experience. It's a family bonding experience. Yeah, I feel that.
So it is important if you do have grandparents to get the photos done.
Yeah.
You just never know. You never know. Really, with anybody, you never know. So capture the special moments. Let us capture the special moments.
Do it. We have professional photos done with my grandma, Mitzi, like as a whole family.
Sorry, can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
I don't have grandparents, blood grandparents, but I look at her grandparents like my own. And I told Grandma that before she passed away. So,
not Mitzi.
No, not Mitzi. Mitzi's very much alive.
Yes.
No.
We have professional photos with her and that whole side of my family. And we now have professional photos with my papa, Andy, and then that whole family. But we did that after my grandma had passed away. And so that's our biggest, my biggest regret is we actually started our business, I think 2 months after she passed away. So made it a little bit difficult, but I think about it constantly. Why didn't we do it?
And same
why?
Thing, same thing with aunts and uncles and things like that.
Yeah. So my grandparents do love you, Vincent. But yeah, it's just something you can never get back. So I would say talk to your family about it. Even if you don't want to do it, you know how much it's going to mean to your grandparents to have those photos. And then once they are gone one day, to be able to look back at them and remember not only the photos and them, but also the memories that came with that photo shoot.
Yeah.
So I think that's really big. Yeah. Book the dang photo shoot.
Book the session.
Book the photo shoot, please.
That sounded a little close to something else. Wow.
For yourself and your family and your loved ones, book the photo shoot.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I can't express it enough.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
As another reason to book. I think that we just touched on something could happen to grandparents, but something could happen to any of us.
Anybody. I mean, at any time, anything could happen. And
you want photos.
And you don't want to live your life thinking, oh my gosh, I was thinking about booking a photo session and I didn't. Now I don't have those photos.
Yeah.
You know?
And I also want to just mention that like this isn't a sales point for us.
No, this is
Photos
literally
mean the world to
this
us.
is directly from both of
Yeah.
our hearts. We're not trying to sell you. We're trying to give you advice so that maybe you don't feel with what we feel.
Yeah.
You know, sad because we don't have photos with
And this isn't,
people who
you're not
we
going to
love.
only like feel that way about like photos. You may say like, oh, I wish we would have booked that vacation or,
Yeah.
you know, taken them to
In
this
general,
restaurant.
yeah.
But photos for me personally, we have family members that have passed on. And now the only thing we have of them is photos of them.
Yeah.
So photos are just
yeah.
like so detrimental, especially for even weddings. Making sure if your grandma or your mom or your great aunt is at your wedding, make sure you get a photo with them, a professional photo, because you're going to want to remember that from your wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just say anything can happen. Book the photo shoot. Do it, because photos at the end of the day are all that some of us have. You know?
Like, I've told her this before, and I guess it kind of blew her mind. I said that what's crazy to think about is because we are in photography and videography, that God forbid if there was a house fire, one of the first things that people do is they grab their photos.
Yeah.
Other than their pets, but they grab their photos off the walls and stuff because sometimes maybe that's the only copy that they have. But I don't know. That's how important they are.
Yeah.
So
photos. I think it's funny too because, you know, we don't have like dangerous jobs. Like we're not police officers or firefighters or things like that. And people might be like, oh, you're just photographers. But like we take our jobs so seriously because we have done, you know, if your pets are in your family photos and they pass on, well, we've had it multiple times now where our photos were posted and shared for like the memorial for those pets. And
we're not just photographers and videographers. We document your life.
Your very important moments of your life.
The moments through your life. And people, when you pass on, people will still look at those photos.
Yeah.
So when you hire us, we're not just photographers or videographers. We're documenting the best times of your life.
Or the worst.
Yeah.
We've done funerals too.
Yes, we have.
So not trying to make this podcast a little dark, but it's just, it needs to be said because...
But that's life. I mean,
it's just life.
Things just happen and, you know, we wish that they didn't happen, but we understand sometimes why they do. And if we lived forever, there'd be a chance that we wouldn't appreciate, you know, what we really have.
Amen.
You know?
Yeah.
We're all born with one thing.
We all die.
I was going to say it in a little nicer of a way, but yeah, we're guaranteed one thing when we're born, and it is
you
know,
die.
an expiration date.
Yeah. So, wow, we might need to take that part out.
Why?
I feel like this got really dark.
No, it didn't get, no.
We're just saying it's really important
look,
to take pictures. Take pictures of everything.
No, and that's not what we mean to do. We really don't. Maybe we're just kind of beating ourselves up because we wish we did stuff and we didn't. And so what we're trying to do is just tell you how we feel because you might be thinking it in the back of your head. And now you're hearing us talk about it and you're like, you know what? I'm going to do that because that is important. And they're not just photographers and not just videographers. It's not just a photo session. They're documenting really history. Today's the youngest you'll ever be.
You know what we need to do? Sorry, side note. Not really side note. It has the same genre. I have a 93-year-old grandma, Nana. She's my great grandma. She has a lot of grandkids and kids and everything. We really need to do a photo shoot with her.
I know.
I'm shocked we haven't.
I know.
My family's definitely listening to this. We need to do a photo shoot with her.
Yeah, no, 100% we will. Yeah.
I was just thinking about it.
We need to, 100%.
So.
All right, well.
That being said, Reese's question of the day.
Hopefully Reese's question of the day is a little more upbeat and happy and stuff. We'll end it on a positive note.
Yeah.
All right.
I have 2 questions of the day.
Alrighty.
First being, what are we eating for lunch today?
Well, we might be going to Best Buy.
Okay.
So
Chipotle?
Sure.
Or
Sure.
Chick-fil-A?
No. Chipotle.
Okay. I really want their mac and cheese. That's the only reason I said Chick-fil-A.
All right. That was an easy question. Easy question.
Easy question.
Number 2.
Next one. What are you going... Is there anything that you are going to do differently at the wedding that we're shooting this weekend than the wedding... Guys, we're shooting a wedding on July 13th. A year ago, our July 14th, so the day apart, we shot a wedding at the same exact venue. So, is there anything you are going to do differently or learn from last year's wedding at this venue that you're going to do differently this time around?
At this specific venue, yes. We went to the venue beforehand before we did the wedding last year. But we didn't go there at the specific time that the wedding was going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
So the lighting was completely different. So this time around, we know exactly where to take the family pictures.
Yeah.
This time I would like to play around a little more with the couple.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take them around a little bit more.
I want to see if they'll be up to go to the field and behind.
Yeah.
Because our bride and groom didn't want to last year because it wasn't their vibe.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll be the vibe of this one. So that'd be a really cool field to do.
I'm also really interested in, I don't know if if you guys are on Instagram, if you're on TikTok and you see wedding stuff, you've probably seen this very beautiful shot, and it's of a bride, and it's a huge veil. And as she's getting up, the veil falls right down onto her head, and she's looking either off to the side or at the camera. Really beautiful shot. I really want to try that, and then I also want to test out a couple of other couple shots as well. But yeah, I would say the biggest thing about the learning aspect is really the lighting, because if you have poor lighting and a good camera, it's not going to look like a professional camera.
Yeah.
But if you have good lighting with a bad camera, it'll look like a professional camera.
Yeah. I just zoned out.
So sorry. So was I talking too much?
No.
Okay.
No, I started thinking.
What about you? Is there something that you're gonna maybe
Everything.
learn? Yeah.
Everything. No, I love the wedding that we did last year, but there's so many different camera setting adjustments that I would like to make this time around that I think will make a difference. Our editing style is a little bit different as well this time around. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for this wedding.
And one of the great things about...
and I want a redemption for the detail shots because I didn't really like them last year. So
okay, we'll get those done.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like about our job is that every single day we learn something. And I feel like compared to the jobs that we've had in the past, our 9-to-5s or jobs that we've worked for other people, we go through the orientation and learn the stuff. And I feel like with what we specifically were doing, not with every job for everybody else, but for us, I felt like I wasn't learning something new every day. And doing what we do and owning our own business, because it's not just the photography aspect of it and the videography aspect of it. But if you would have asked me 3.5, 4 years ago, do you know how to build a website? No. Do you know how to market? No. Do you know how to make packages? What do you put in a contract? I wouldn't have known any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But today we do. And today we're learning stuff. Tomorrow we'll learn something. We're constantly learning. I like to think about it. We don't chase the cash. We chase the vision.
Yeah.
So.
Amen.
Amen.
I'm very excited for this wedding.
Very excited.
So that being said, make sure to go and follow us on our social medias at SNAPPDUO so that you can see the behind the scenes of this week's wedding and also see all 4 of the shoots that we're currently editing once we're done with them.
We have a lot of exciting things to share and a lot of content too.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to do that. So like Reese was saying, if you're not already following, go ahead and follow us on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on the Facebook.
That's it.
On Pinterest. Follow us everywhere. Make sure you are subscribed here onto the YouTube channel to get updated on when we post a new wedding, quince, us, the podcast, or anything in general. We'll get notified. And don't forget to also follow our page on Spotify.
Yes.
So with that, we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. And we will see you next week.
Amen.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Good night.
Bye.